In today's video, I'm sharing why every woman should keep a dream journal. Hello everyone, Jennifer L. Scott here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. So, my Every Woman series is continuing, and today I'm sharing why every woman should keep a dream journal. Now, if you're a man watching this, I actually think that you should keep one too, but women mainly watch my channel, so that's why I'm talking to women specifically. Okay, so where is this coming from? Well, if you know me, you know that I've been a lifelong journaler. I have been journaling from the time I was a child. I did stop journaling for a large period of time when I became a mom, and I regret that totally. Like, I see how important it is for me to process everything on the page. And so when I got back into journaling, I began to flourish again. That's just the easiest way to say it. Now, having said that, journaling can also become a rote routine and something that you're doing it because you feel like you should. It's like a healthy habit, so you journal, okay? But for me, it was definitely getting tired. I was just not that into it anymore, yet I knew that it was important for me to do. So I would, journal about my day, journal about my goals, and do a gratitude. And I did that every day, but it was starting to feel like a chore. And I decided to completely take a break from that. I could definitely go back anytime I want. But I decided to do something that I have actually always wanted to do, but for some reason never took the plunge. And that was having a dream journal. So I started one in October of last year, 2024. This is it. I actually just finished this one and I started a new one. And what happened next was completely unexpected. I'm telling you, this has been one of the wildest rides I have ever taken in my life. And that's why I'm recommending it to you, because dream journaling is free. It's something that every person can do. All you need is a notepad and a pen, but it has provided so much insight, adventure, intrigue, so many benefits. I can't even explain to you how much dream journaling has changed my life. I'm going to attempt to do that in this video. So what is a dream journal? Well, it is a journal where you record your dreams, but not only that, you can also record themes that you notice in your dreams, interesting connections. You can analyze your dreams a bit further. There's a lot of different offshoots that you can do in a dream journal. All right, how do you keep a dream journal? This one is quite interesting, and I have experimented with a lot of things, but I have found the routine that works the best for me. So on my bedside, I will keep a spiral notebook. This is important, okay? You can have a hardbound journal, but typically with those, if you open it to a page, they will kind of naturally close or flip. So you need a journal that you can just open and it'll stay there. Like, preferably I would go like this, okay? And then have a pen or pencil that's ready. So before you go to bed, put the journal, on your nightstand right by your head, basically. Open it up to the next page and have a pen or a pencil there, ready to write. So if it's a pen and, like, let's say it has a cap on it, take the cap off, like, get it ready to write. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. So basically, then you go to sleep. And everybody's sleep is different. But my experience is I'm a very heavy dreamer. I dream like all throughout the night, okay? So usually I'll have like the first round of dreams and then I wake up from it. And that could be anywhere between midnight to 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'll wake up and recall those dreams. And then I usually go back to sleep and I have another round of dreaming until I wake up at 5 or 6. So the reason why I have the journal ready by my head is because if I wake up at, let's say, 1 a.m. from a really powerful dream, this is what I do. I don't turn the lights on or anything, but I just, even with my eyes closed still, I will reach for the pen and I will write down keywords from my dreams, and then I will put the pen down and go back to sleep. All right, so I have found that when I do that, I remember my dream so much better. whereas I normally would have forgotten it, okay? And that's if you wake up in the middle of the night. Not everybody does that, but I definitely do almost every single night. So some people might think, can you go back to sleep after doing that? I have no problem doing that. But if I were to like turn on the light, turn on my phone, if I were starting to do all of that, I would definitely have trouble going back to sleep. But because I'm literally like, I don't even open my eyes, I feel for the pen, I write down some keywords and then I go back to sleep. And then in the morning when I wake up at usually 5 or 6 a.m., somewhere in between there, I will do the same thing. So as soon as I wake up, I think of the dreams that I had and I will write down keywords, and then, you know, I usually get up at that point, but I don't feel the pressure to immediately write down my dreams. And I think a lot of people might be, you know, afraid to try dream journaling because they think that that's what you have to do, is literally write paragraphs as soon as you wake up. And you don't. If you just write the keywords, when you have time to journal later in the morning or in the day, you will remember the dream based on those keywords that you wrote down. So for example, if I have a dream where I'm in a rowboat and there's an alligator and there's a piece of sheet music I'm trying to protect, this is a dream that I had a few nights ago, okay? I would turn to my notebook and I would write rowboat, alligator, sheet music, and go to sleep. And then when I wake up and I'm ready to journal later, I'll remember those things. And I can't tell you how many times I have written down keywords. And then later when I go to journal, I completely recall the entire dream, first of all. But second of all, I would have completely forgotten about the dream if I hadn't have written those down. Okay, so we're gonna get into the benefits of dream journaling later, and dream recall is definitely one of them. So that is how I do my dream journaling. And yes, I mean, you're probably wondering, what does your dream journal look like? Well, there are pages that are complete, it looks like gibberish. Like you can't even, I can read it, but no one else could read it, where I just wrote down my notes, okay? And then usually the next page is me writing the dream down and writing down my thoughts and analyzing it. So the journal is going to be messy, you know what I mean? But that's kind of cool. I like that as well. I don't mind that at all. Okay, so is dream journaling just nonsense? Is it busy work? Is it just something to add to the list of things that we should be doing? No, there are actually benefits to dream journaling, and they're all listed online. I'm just going to name a few of them for you right now. One of them is improved dream recall, and this is absolutely true. I will typically only remember the big dreams. Like let's say you have a nightmare or just like the craziest dream, right? You might remember that. However, you might have so many dreams throughout the night that you just completely forget. And once I started dream journaling, writing down those keywords and remembering them, I could remember so much more of my dreams. So that's one benefit. The next benefit is enhanced dream analysis and recording the recurring themes. Okay, so this part has been so interesting to me, and I feel like I have only scratched the surface here. Like I'm a newbie to this. I started in October of last year, okay? But already I am able to see major themes in my dreams. Like one of the major themes in my dreams is not being able to rest or eat, okay? So a common theme is that I'll be at a restaurant and I will have my meal before me and I need water, but I can't find a waiter. So I will go stand up and go on a quest to get a glass of water, okay? And on the way, people are talking to me and I just never get the water. Okay, so I have dreams like that all the time. And so you might think, oh, that's just what? Like, that's so random. But if you keep having that type of dream, there's clearly a message there, okay? And I could do a separate video where I talk about interpreting and analyzing my own dreams, and I would love to hear you do that as well. So we could do that as well too. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like that. But I'll get back on what we were talking about here. So yes, enhanced dream analysis. You're able to analyze your dreams better the more you do this. Next is noticing patterns and connections. And this is kind of like what we were just talking about, but you will go from thinking, oh, my dreams are nonsense, to, wow, my dreams have a lot of patterns in them. I notice that I'm always doing this or always doing that. Like with my dreams, I frequently, I would say 90% of the time, am in crowds. I'm in like a crowded location. I am in a crowded hotel or a crowded restaurant. It's so weird, especially because I personally hate crowds. So it's just strange that in my dreams, I am often in a crowd, okay? So that's like the type of pattern where you're not necessarily going to know what it means, but you can notice it, and it certainly means something, right? Dream journaling also helps you process your emotions. I have found this to be true as well. I'm able to see how often my emotions in real life are sometimes even repressed and they come out in my dreams. I definitely see that. Another benefit to dream journaling is reducing your stress, and I have found this to be true. Okay, so I have noticed that since I began dream journaling, I really look forward to my sleep, and I don't try to push back my bedtime anymore. And we all know getting more sleep is very good for us and very good for our stress levels. So this is like a hobby that definitely calms me down and reduces my stress. The next benefit is that it helps with nightmares. And I have found this to be true as well. And we're going to get into lucid dreaming in just a minute. But yes, I have found that with my nightmares, I don't take them as seriously. Like, whereas before, my nightmares would really shake me, you know, and I'd be so scared of them. I'd wake up in fear even. But now with my dreams, I'm able to kind of look at them objectively and analyze them, and it takes away the sting from the nightmare. Okay, and the last benefit I put on myself, but dream journaling is an adventure. It is one of the craziest adventures you will ever go on. And the amazing thing about it is that it's free. It's accessible to everybody. You could start tonight, literally. But if you have one of those lives, which most of us have, where we kind of do the same thing every day, the same chores, the same work, the same routine, and it's a little bit kind of boring, dream journaling adds adventure to your life. It just does. It adds mystery, it adds intrigue. You go on these adventures, you're able to recall them, and it just adds so much excitement to your life. So I would say that the biggest adventure and the biggest change that has happened for me since I began dream journaling is that I now experience many, many lucid dreams. And a lucid dream is when you are dreaming and you know that it's a dream and you begin to control the dream yourself from within. And this is an experience that I have not really had leading up to this point, like maybe once or twice in my life that I can recall. But ever since I began dream journaling, I frequently have lucid dreams. I will be in the dream, I know that I'm dreaming, and I control what happens in the dream. And that in itself is such a wild experience. It's really exciting. And I have stopped nightmares, like, you know, someone chasing me, I've stopped them in the dream because it was lucid and I was able to tell them this is just a dream, and then the problem fizzles away. And I've also done things where I have controlled what happened and I have fun within the dream. And I think, okay, well, next this is going to happen. And that happens in that world. And so, you know, it's something, again, that I'm not fully able to articulate to you, but if you've ever had a lucid dream, you know how exciting it can be. And so that's one of the main changes, is that every night when I go to bed, it's like an adventure. And I think, okay, what's going to happen tonight? You know what I mean? And then either it's a lucid dream or I have these regular occurrences in my dreams that I piece together, and it feels like I'm Sherlock Holmes the next day because I'm writing down in my journal what happened, what the themes are, connecting it, you know. So anyway, that's my thoughts on why every woman should keep a dream journal. I would absolutely love to know about your dreaming life. I would love to know if you remember your dreams, if you've ever kept a dream journal, if you have had any lucid dreams. Let us know in the comments section down below. I'd also like to take a minute to thank the Chic Society, which is channel memberships here on YouTube. Normally the Chic Society appear in my Seek Out the Arts video, but I'm doing a big deep dive on Evelyn de Morgan, which we're going to hopefully get to in April. But I have so much research to do for that video, I haven't done it yet. So make sure you're subscribed and hopefully you can see that video in April. But in the meantime, I just want to thank the Chic Society. They support this channel and it's a monthly membership here on YouTube. I do one vodcast for them every Friday and we go live and do a Zoom call once a month. We also have a pen pal program that is optional, but over 1,000 of you are writing to each other across the world and it's pretty amazing. Membership is only $1.99 a month, but we also have upper tiers as well and they get mentions in the monthly video. So you're seeing the Chic Connoisseurs right now and I would like to thank them, and now I'm going to share the Elegant Connoisseurs with you. The 90-day novel class beginning June 9th, 2025. Jenny Williams from Carrot Top Paper Shop. The Elegant Eating Handbook, Timeless Strategies for Lasting Weight Loss and a Peaceful Relationship with Food by Elaine Brisebois. Guy Blaise, author of Love Like the French, A Guide to Better Romance and Relationships. Dr. Kate Philbin, transpersonal psychologist and professionally certified life and executive coach. Carrie Van Hooser, author of 'Tis the Season for Poetry. And thank you to the following: Catherine Ray, Ashley Craig Diaz, Heather Barrera, Gina K. Henry, Kelly Ruel, Linda Eckloff, Maria Condor, Royal Living by Jen Marie DeGile, and Tina Hugao. If you'd like to join the Chic Society, I will leave the information down below. Thank you so much for watching today. I can't wait to hear from you on this subject. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, happy dreaming.